some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. Game plan for both offenses: feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Wants to keep it in the air. The short hands. It's Carney. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Grabbed behind the line. It starts. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. There he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense lining up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hauls it in. He'll come through on third down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Defense in press coverage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. He breaks a tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Dobbs. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Going with the ground game left. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He'll throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gay. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get anything on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And we're even here in the 1st. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little... Oh, he's got some space. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Carney. Runs for the tackle. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab deep. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Score.
Tight ends can be the quarterback's best friend down in this area of the field. When the windows get smaller, you need bigger targets. No better option than the big tight end.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll start this drive down by turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scratch. To avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks out the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside gift. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yard. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Buys a little extra time. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the move. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw.
Breaks into the open. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into this guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Takes the handoff. It's Rousseau. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. This drive will open from the 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. It starts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Gay. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best, to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He holds one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's game. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's complete to the right. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First down for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Scrambling away.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was outside the tackle boxes. He moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to find another down.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Give to the running back. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Gives it on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30-29. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. week, but check this out. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quick strike complete. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Prince. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Complete to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. He's got it on the move. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Hold on.
For just a fleeting moment, they thought they'd tied the game, and now it's right back to the drawing board after the flag. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's stopped. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got him in the flat. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quick completion to the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got his man. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Going right to work up top. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap kick. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have it. It's defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. Running through contact. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance for... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Quick handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got his man quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Clemson set up with another first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Prince.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays.